By far, this is probably one of the worst orders I've ever done. Alright, good morning guys. It is currently 5:56 in the morning, June 16th. It's crazy, I don't know what days it is. We're back at it on another dash. We got everything turned on, with the exception of DoorDash right now in favor. I can't get favor turned on until the market opens up, which generally is around like 6:30. We're gonna see what we can do on a Monday morning. All right, guys. Looks like today's gonna be kind of rough. I mean, from the start of it, this is clock hour. It's 6:10 right now. It's been roughly 12-13 minutes, and I've gotten a few orders on Uber that I've denied. I hadn't heard anything on Grub Hub. DoorDash hadn't rang at all. Right now, it's saying estimated time 2.7 or 2 to 7 minutes. As you can see right here, I don't know if you guys can see that. You see no hot spots. I mean, you see hot spots, but none are available. See, like right now, I'm getting these 1-to-1 miles to money ratios on Uber, which, like I said, on Uber, I typically don't take those unless I'm trying to get back to a particular area. But guess I'll see y'all when I get my first order. All right, guys, it's 6:14. Still hadn't gotten anything to come in. I just took a screenshot. I'm gonna show you this right here. Got a lot of surge pay on Uber. I'm gonna try to capture some of that, see if I can get one of these little janky orders that add a few bucks to it that'll make it worth taking. I typically don't recommend going towards the surge, but I'm pretty close right here, so we'll see if we can get some of this surge real quick. All right, guys, we finally got our first order. It didn't come through on DoorDash. It didn't come through on Uber. I didn't get favor. Came through on Grub Hub. $7, 3.8 miles. Not a bad order to start. So let's go ahead and get this picked up, get it dropped off. All right, we got our first order today. It's not a terrible one. $15 for 10 miles. One's a shop. Well, hold on. One's a shop at Home Depot. Okay, it's 8 items, but 6 of them are the same item. Okay, let's go ahead and get this done. Central Donuts. Okay, let's go ahead and get that. All right, got that picked up. Some moving boxes. Not too bad. I found everything relatively quickly with the exception of the tape. I was having a few issues. I should have just listened to the app. They told me it was on the end cap. I was just on the wrong end cap. Let's get these loaded up and go get. Good morning. Yes, for Kenneth? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You have a good day, ma'am. All right, guys, so we got a lot going on real quick. I'm juggling a lot at once. Let's see what we can get done. I'm still in the midst of doing this drop off for the Home Depot that I have to drop off. They sent, in the midst of me dropping off that first order, the donuts, I end up getting sent to me another stack. So they added a third stack onto it. It was from Sprouts. It was only 2 items to pick up. Something super simple. It's going the same way that I'm going. Then I still have an HEB order that I have that's sitting in the queue that I have to have delivered between 7:30 and 8:30. While I'm going to the Sprouts, I got another order here from Grub Hub. I want to say it was $7 for 3-point-something miles. Basically right there by the Sprouts that I have to pick up from, and it's delivering super quick. Most of the mileage is from me to the tropical smoothie or whatever it is. So I'm gonna see if I can get all this done at once and still make it to the HEB. We'll see. It's been a real rough morning already. That first hour, we pretty much made the $7 that we got off of Grub Hub, and that was it. So we're gonna see if we can try to recoup some of this money. Let's see if we can get all this done. All right, guys, got that Sprouts picked up. So not only do we have that add-on that they gave us from the Sprouts that we just picked up, they also just threw on a Chick-fil-A. And mind you, I'm still going to go pick up the tropical smoothie that I have to drop off. But they're both in the same area, so it should be a pretty easy pickup. Chick-fil-A for $5. $5 going like two miles or something like that. So let's go ahead and get that picked up as well. Like I said, we're juggling a lot right now. All right, we couldn't get good parking, so we got to park across the street, but it's right here. We're going to Smoothie King. All right, so we just made this a little less stressful. They didn't have the blueberries for her drink. I'm not gonna call and do all that. I got too many orders right now. So we're gonna go ahead and proceed to the Chick-fil-A and go ahead and get this DoorDash stack finished up and then head on to the HEB. All right, got the Chick-fil-A. All right, guys, so this has already been a wild morning. Starting off with the not getting anything for the first hour with the exception of that that Grub Hub. Then not hearing a peep from DoorDash. And then all of a sudden I get 4 DoorDashes. They pretty much stacked all of those DoorDashes. It started with the Home Depot, which I still haven't dropped off yet. It's still in my back seat. The Home Depot with the donuts. I dropped off the donuts that stacked on a Sprouts shopping order, which was for 2 items, but they stacked that on, and as I was picking up the Sprouts, they stacked another Chick-fil-A order on top of that. So now I'm dropping off the Chick-fil-A. I think I'm assuming I'm gonna drop off the Sprouts next, and then I guess it'll be the Home Depot because it's the non-perishable. So let's see. Right now I'm stuck behind the train, so of course Monday mornings for you, I guess. I chose the right end of the building. All right, guys, so I'm not having the greatest days right now. I went to drop that off. I thought I was looking at building 11. I guess that's building 1. All right, we were in the right building apparently, but I don't know how to get to 1113, so we're gonna try to figure this out real quick. All right, guys, sorry I left y'all back. I think that by far, this is probably one of the worst orders I've ever done. I've been in some bad apartment complexes, but it doesn't make any sense to me to have, so it's building 11, right? In building 11, they have, on the bottom floor, they have 1113. And on that same bottom floor, they also have 111113. So I'm thinking I'm in the correct location. And I'm like, okay, I have to call the customer, I have to make sure that I'm in the right location. So I asked her, is she in 1113 by chance? And she just accidentally put in an extra 1. I mean, it makes perfect sense. And she was like, no, it's 4 ones. I'm like, okay. I go drive trying to find another, maybe I'm in building 1 and not building 11. Drive around the apartment complex, I only see building 11. I'm like, okay, I'm at the right apartment. I go back, I go to the 3rd floor, come back down. There's a lady walking around. She already figured that I may have put it in 1113. But I end up finding it's on the exact same floor. It's just on 1113 is on one end of the apartment complex, and 11113 is on the other side of the complex. It's super confusing. I'm glad I got that dropped off. Maybe 2 hours, and I think we made like 15 bucks. It's been a hell of a day. Thought I was tripping. I thought I heard somebody. All right, man. Appreciate you, man. Have a good one. All right, guys. So I'm about 6 minutes away from dropping off that McDonald's order I got off of DoorDash. I've already dropped off the one for Uber that was $10.25. It actually worked out perfectly. As soon as I was walking into McDonald's, I ended up getting that alert off Uber, which I didn't even hear at first. I just happened to look at my phone, and it was $10.25 going 0.9 miles. And if you see in the drop off, the guy was in a vehicle, like picking up his food. So I don't know why you can just drive over there and grab it, but hey, I appreciate the extra money. So that's going to help us out with our hourly rate. With everything that's been going on with that rough hour, that first hour we only made $7. That very difficult second hour that we had, where we didn't get a lot of orders and got orders, it was crazy. So after all of that, we're gonna end up still with about $20 an hour right now. So we're still doing pretty good. So let's continue with the shift, see what else we can get before my kids wake up. So I'll get with y'all when I get my next offer after I drop this off. All right, so I got that badass burrito picked up. I also got an add-on. I want to say it was 4-point-something dollars for a mile and some change. It's a package pickup, but it's saying that I go to Chipotle. So I've had situations where I have package pickups and they're just like restaurants. So I'm assuming this may be the case, but it's weird because it says picking up package from Mustafa. I want to say that's the name. And then I drop off the package from Mustafa, but it's inside of Chipotle. So I'm assuming it's a Chipotle item or something like that, but we'll see when we get to the pickup. How you doing? I'm here for a package pickup from Mustafa. Okay. How's that? Mustafa?
We're gonna get this one to the other Chipotle.
Oh, is that what that is? All right. Appreciate it. Oh, well, that's cool. Delivering from one Chipotle to another one. All right, guys, let's do something we've never done before. Deliver from restaurant inventory, I guess. Hello. Suppose this is from the other Chipotle?
Okay.
I just drop it off right here?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Yeah, have a good one. Here's your name.
DoorDash or Uber? So will that order come on?
Both.
You're on both. Me too. Are you doing pretty slow today, or is it kind of iffy?
Slow.
Okay.